Welcome back, distinguished architects of the truth and connoisseurs of the unspoken, to the hallowed, velvet-lined archives of Mr. Magazine. You have stepped once again into the only sanctuary in the digital realm where a mother's sigh is analyzed with the gravity of a historical decree, and where the silence between two superstars is deciphered like an ancient, sacred code. We are the premier destination for those who understand that in the glittering, often deceptive world of celebrity, the most profound stories are not those scripted by screenwriters or managed by publicists, but those that spill from the lips of the people who know the stars best, their mothers. Today, we are witnessing a seismic event in the landscape of Turkish celebrity gossip. It is a moment that feels less like a headline and more like a pivotal chapter in a tragic romance novel. Boris Arduç's mother has broken her long-held silence. In doing so, she has unleashed a storm of rumors about a love that, perhaps, never truly ended. She has confessed, with the terrifying clarity of a matriarch, that Elsen should have been her daughter-in-law. Imagine the scene, a calm, routine interview, where everything seemed normal, the questions mundane, the answers rehearsed. Until suddenly, with the sincerity that only years of observation can bring, Boris's mother looked directly at the camera lens, and by extension, into our souls, and uttered a phrase that will resonate in our ears for a long time. These words are not mere casual remarks, they are the confirmation of what millions of fans have suspected, debated, and prayed for over the years. But before we decode the nuances of this maternal manifesto and analyze the tears it caused on a film set, I must ask for a moment of your esteemed patronage. If you value the depth, the elegance, and the fearless analysis of our storytelling, please ensure you have pressed that subscribe button. It is your passport to the inner circle of the truth. For those among you who wish to walk the red carpet of exclusive content and support the artistry of our investigations, the Join Cattle button is waiting for your click. It is the mark of a true insider who demands more than just rumors. Your likes and comments are the ink with which we write history, so please, let your voice be heard in the discussion below. Now, let us listen to the mother who saw everything. The setting was innocuous, but the content was explosive. In a moment of unscripted candor, the mother of the charismatic Boris Arduç dropped the facade of neutrality. She said, verbatim, "Elsen is an exceptional woman, she has a pure soul, and if I'm honest, I always felt that she should have been the one for my son, she should have been our daughter-in-law and an official part of this family." Let those words sink in. She should have been the one. This is not just a compliment, it is a lament. It is a validation of the Hellbar phenomenon that goes beyond screen chemistry. It confirms that the electricity we witnessed in Kiralik Ask wasn't just good acting or clever lighting, it was a reflection of a real, tangible connection that permeated their real lives, reaching all the way to the family dinner table. Even his family noticed it. Even his family fervently supported it. The statement came as a complete surprise to the interview and the audience alike. It was a bolt of lightning from a clear blue sky. It forces us to re-examine the entire history of this duo. If the mother approved, if the ultimate gatekeeper of a Turkish family opened the door wide, what possibly could have gone wrong? The reactions were, naturally, swift and visceral. Boris Arduç, usually a fortress of privacy regarding his personal life, a man who guards his heart like a state secret, couldn't hide his astonishment when asked about his mother's comments by a brave reporter. The mask slipped. It said that, with a nervous, almost boyish smile and a nostalgic glint in his eyes that we haven't seen in years, the actor replied, "My mother has always had a sixth sense for people, and it's true that she's adored Elsen since the first day she met her. Hearing her say that publicly touches me deeply, because I know she's speaking from the bottom of her heart." Can you believe the magnitude of this admission? Boris didn't deny it. He didn't laugh it off as an elderly woman's confusion. He didn't get angry at the intrusion. He simply accepted it. He validated that the bond between Elsen and his family is indelible, something that transcends friendship and touches the very core of destiny. By admitting his mother has a sixth sense, he is implicitly admitting that her intuition about Elsen, that she was the one, might have been correct. This brings us to a profound inquiry about family approval. Do you believe that mothers always know best who is right for their children? Is it a tragedy when a couple breaks up despite family approval? We are incredibly curious to hear your philosophy on the mother-in-law intuition. Please share your profound thoughts and personal experiences in the comments below. We read every single theory. And if you believe Boris and Elsen were soulmates, show your support by hitting that like button right now. But the story doesn't end there, because, as in any good soap opera, or perhaps a tragedy, we need to know what the other side of this romantic equation thinks. The ripples of this confession reached Elsen Sango in the most vulnerable of places, her workplace. According to sources close to the couple who witnessed the moment, Elsen Sango received the news while on the set of her new project. She was in the middle of a scene, perhaps playing a character in love, when reality intervened. They say that upon hearing Boris's mother's words read out to her, her professionalism cracked. Her eyes filled with tears of raw emotion. Her voice trembling, she reportedly confessed to her closest friends in the makeup trailer, "That woman was like a second mother to me during very difficult times. Knowing that she still cares for me and that she saw me as her son's wife is the greatest honor I've ever received, because the love we shared was real and pure. This changes everything, my friends. We are no longer talking about fan theories, shippers, or impossible dreams concocted on Twitter. We are talking about the families involved. We are talking about two mothers, one biological, one emotional, who see what their children sometimes refuse to admit, that they belong together. The atmosphere in Turkey is electric after these statements, buzzing with the energy of what if. These words force us to wonder what really happened behind closed doors that prevented these two, with his mother's fervent blessing, from ending up together at the altar. Boris's mother continued her story in the interview, adding heartbreaking details that paint a picture of a paradise lost. She mentioned how she saw her son when he was with Elsen, contrasting it with his current demeanor. "I never saw Boris smile like that with anyone else. When they were together, the house was filled with light, and I dreamed of seeing them grow old together, taking care of their children in our garden." It's devastating and beautiful at the same time to hear this. The house was filled with light. It suggests that without her, the house is dimmer. It confirms that the love was there, palpable, strong, and radiant. The mother didn't just see a girlfriend, she saw the mother of her grandchildren. She saw a future that was snatched away by circumstance. The big question now hanging over Istanbul is whether these words can rekindle a flame that many thought was extinguished. When fate and family conspire, sometimes love finds its way back through the most unexpected cracks in the wall. We can't ignore that both Boris and Elsen are at points in their lives where maturity allows them to see the past with different eyes. They are no longer the young, impulsive stars of Kiralik Ask. They are seasoned adults. Imagine for a moment that Boris, motivated by his mother's confession, decided to pick up the phone and call Elsen today. What would they say to each other? Could they pick up where they left off? Boris Arduç, in a moment of candor off-camera, reportedly told a journalist friend a secret that is now public. "Sometimes life takes us down different paths, but what Elsen means to me and my family is eternal. She will always have a place at our table." And for her part, Elsen, always elegant, always sweet, responded through her social media with a subtle yet direct message that felt like a love letter to the past. There are bonds that neither time nor distance can break. Thank you for so much love, dear mother. It's clear that the affection remains intact. Boris's mother serves as an unbreakable bridge between the two actors, a living reminder of how happy they were and what they could have been if they had made different choices in the past. She is the keeper of the flame. We are deep into the analysis of this family saga. If you are enjoying this breakdown of the hidden details behind the headlines, please make sure you have joined the Mr. Magazine family by subscribing. We decode the stories that others miss. Also, I implore you to check out the Join Katil button below this video. Doing so allows you to support our channel directly and ensures we can continue to bring you these high-fidelity narratives. Do you think they will reunite? Let us know your predictions in the comments. Fans, of course, have gone wild on social media. They have created trending topics, shared fan edits, and are urging the universe to give the couple a second chance. Because the logic is simple. If your own mother-in-law approves of you, if the hardest critic to please claims you as the daughter-in-law you were meant to be, then you've already won the battle against any obstacle. This situation teaches us a very important lesson about how families perceive relationships. Sometimes they see compatibility and true love long before the couple themselves. They see the aura of the relationship from the outside. Boris's mother has been the voice of truth amidst so many false rumors and PR spins. She has no reason to lie. She's not seeking fame. She's simply expressing a mother's genuine, primal desire for her son's complete happiness, and in her view, that happiness was embodied by Elsen Sangu. My door will always be open to her, not as a guest, but as the daughter my heart chose, she declared. This sentence left all the journalists in absolute silence at such a display of affection. It is an open invitation for Elsen to come home. Now, the ball is firmly in Boris and Elsen's court. They must grapple with the pressure of knowing that everyone, including their own families, believed in their love more than perhaps they did themselves. Will this be the push they needed to reconsider their lives? Will they look at their empty gardens and remember the mother's dream of children playing there? Or will it remain a sweet, painful anecdote of what could have been? The truth is, their story never ceases to amaze us. There is always a new chapter to be written, especially now that we have the official blessing of the Arduç family matriarch. It's impossible not to be moved by the thought of these two great actors reuniting under the approving gaze of Boris's mother. Only time will tell if this is the beginning of a new chapter or the definitive end of a wonderful one. But one thing is certain. The love that shines through in these declarations is so strong that it leaps off the screen and touches our hearts. We at Mr. Magazine will be watching the door of the Arduç home, waiting to see if Elsen walks through it. Thank you for joining us in the archives today. If this story of maternal love and destiny resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, may you find the love that your mother approves of. Goodbye.